Streamer Clavicular recently went live, and what started off looking like another wild broadcast suddenly turned into something way more serious than anybody expected. During the stream, his condition reportedly got so bad that emergency medical help had to step in, and the entire situation quickly spiraled into chaos. Social media instantly exploded with rumors, clips, and non-stop reactions. But one thing that's important to make clear right away is that reports are saying he is currently stable and receiving treatment. Even though he's reportedly okay for now, doctors are still keeping him under critical medical supervision for at least 72 hours because of how intense the situation became. That alone shows this wasn't some small incident people could just laugh off online.
Sorry. I'm trying my best to lock in, but I'm a little destroyed right now.
The scary part is how many warning signs seemed to get ignored before everything reached this point. A lot of people watching the stream were confused by what they were seeing, while others were begging someone nearby to step in before things got worse. What really shocked people the most was the behavior of everyone surrounding him during the incident. Friends nearby appeared slow to react, security didn't seem fully aware of how serious things were becoming, and even camera operators kept filming everything while the situation kept escalating. Instead of immediately shutting everything down, the stream kept moving like nothing dangerous was happening, and that's exactly why so many viewers are now calling the whole thing deeply irresponsible. The clips spreading online only made the controversy even bigger because viewers started noticing more details the longer they watched.
I'm Clav. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Sorry. I'm trying my best to lock in, but I'm a little destroyed right now.
I'm from Brazil.
Brazil.
I'm Brazil. I'm speaking English so. But what's your question?
You speak Portuguese?
Yeah.
Portuguese.
Holy shit, I'm trying my best, but...
Every angle of the situation raised more questions about how things were allowed to continue for so long without somebody stepping in earlier. What started as entertainment suddenly crossed into something genuinely alarming, and now people everywhere are debating who should have handled things differently before it got completely out of control. To really understand why this situation has everybody talking, it's important to go all the way back to the beginning and look at the exact moment where everything started taking a dangerous turn. These were the moments that reportedly led up to the entire situation completely falling apart. During the stream, Clavicular was seen taking something from a container and consuming it on camera before his behavior suddenly started changing in a very noticeable way. Not long after that, viewers began pointing out that he seemed extremely disoriented and unable to focus on even the simplest conversation. His reactions looked delayed, his attention kept drifting, and he appeared disconnected from everything happening around him in real time. As the stream continued, things only became more uncomfortable to watch. Someone approached him while he was clearly struggling to communicate properly, but instead of the people around him recognizing how serious the situation looked, many of them reportedly kept joking around and treating the whole thing casually. Some were making comments completely unrelated to what was happening, talking about random distractions while Clavicular visibly looked like he was having a difficult time even staying mentally present in the moment. That's the part viewers online really couldn't stop talking about afterward. A lot of people watching felt like the warning signs were extremely obvious, yet almost nobody close to him seemed willing to acknowledge that something was seriously wrong. In several clips spreading online, Clavicular appeared confused, distressed, and emotionally disconnected, almost like he was struggling to process what people were saying around him. Nobody truly knows what he was personally experiencing in that moment, except him and the medical professionals involved afterward. But many viewers agreed the situation looked genuinely alarming.
Destroyed right now. Alright, have a good rest of your day. Take care.
Oh, thank you.
Holy shit. Oh my god.
You're Brazilian, bro. That was all you.
Yeah, dude.
That was all you Brazilian.
Move.
That was 10 out of 10. Stacy, Brazilian.
Okay.
You should get her number.
I need water? Probably.
Get her number. Get her number. Get her number. Hold him down.
Holy.
Meanwhile, one of the few people who reportedly seemed somewhat aware that something wasn't right was a security guard nearby. The guard eventually approached him and asked if he needed water or somewhere to sit down, which stood out because almost everyone else around him continued acting like everything was normal. While the stream atmosphere stayed loud and chaotic, Clavicular himself looked increasingly uncomfortable and overwhelmed as the moments passed. The contrast between his condition and the reactions from people nearby made the situation feel even more disturbing to viewers online. Instead of the stream immediately stopping so someone could properly check on him, cameras reportedly kept rolling while side conversations and jokes continued happening around him. That's exactly why so many people later criticized the environment around him, saying it felt like basic concern and awareness completely disappeared once the cameras were on. At several points, Clavicular reportedly tried expressing that he needed to sit down and slow things down because he clearly wasn't feeling right. The security staff at least responded to those requests, but the people he was actually hanging around with still didn't appear to fully grasp how serious the situation had become. That disconnect between what viewers were seeing and how others nearby reacted is a huge reason why the clip spread so quickly online afterward. While all of this was happening, the people around Clavicular reportedly kept laughing, joking around, and acting like nothing serious was going on. Meanwhile, he appeared so out of it that even simple tasks started looking difficult for him.
Holy fuck. Let's go sit down right here. Oh yeah? Oh my god. Oh my god. Holy fuck.
How fucked are you?
What?
How fucked up are you?
Dude, I'm gone.
Water, ice water.
Oh my god, bro. Oh my god, that's what shit. Holy fuck.
At one point, he seemingly struggled just trying to hold a phone properly for a picture, and viewers immediately started pointing out how alarming that looked. His movements appeared slow, unfocused, and disconnected, yet the atmosphere around him still felt more like people were treating the situation as entertainment, instead of recognizing that something was clearly wrong. That's what made the clip so uncomfortable for many people watching online afterward. Instead of somebody stepping in, putting the cameras away, and checking if he genuinely needed medical attention or support, the filming reportedly continued while everyone stood around making comments and jokes. A lot of viewers couldn't understand why nobody nearby seemed willing to pause everything for even a minute and actually try having a serious conversation with him. As the situation escalated, it became even more obvious that Clavicular was struggling to communicate normally. Several moments showed him appearing unable to stay focused or respond clearly during conversations, and many online reactions described the scene as deeply unsettling to watch unfold in real time. People expected someone close to him to calm things down, help him sit comfortably, or at least make sure he was mentally aware of what was happening around him. Instead, the energy around him reportedly stayed chaotic and careless.
What's up, man? How are you? What's up, man? Holy. What's it say? 100%. Get some.
Dude, I'm trying to cold approach like you.
All right.
Thank you.
Take care.
Let it go, bro.
Nice to meet you. How are you, man? What's up, brother?
Thank you, bro. I appreciate
Oh my
you.
god. All right, take care, bro.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Can you take it?
Do I take it? Sorry, I can't even. I'm absolutely gone. Holy.
What shocked viewers even more were moments where people nearby allegedly joked about giving him additional substances instead of recognizing that he already appeared overwhelmed and physically unwell. Online reactions exploded after those clips spread because many felt the situation had already crossed the line long before those comments were even made. Rather than treating the moment with caution, some people around him reportedly continued encouraging behavior that viewers believed could have made the situation even worse. The overall atmosphere in those clips is exactly why so many people later criticized everyone involved. Clavicular appeared visibly exhausted, mentally checked out, and unable to properly engage with the people surrounding him, yet cameras continued recording while jokes kept flying around in the background. Viewers watching afterward said the entire scene felt less like friends looking out for somebody in distress and more like nobody wanted to interrupt the content being filmed. Many people online also pointed out how dangerous it can be when someone is clearly struggling physically or mentally, but the environment around them keeps pushing everything further instead of slowing things down.
Oh my God, man. Holy. Holy. Yeah, I'm having a good time. Holy. Oh my God, yeah. No, I'm having a good time. Holy. Yeah, let me go sit somewhere.
That's why the backlash became so intense afterward, because viewers felt there were multiple chances for someone nearby to step in responsibly before the situation reportedly became severe enough to require emergency medical attention. The entire situation reportedly kept getting more confusing the longer it went on. What really stood out to viewers was the complete lack of urgency from almost everyone around Clavicular, while he appeared to be seriously struggling right in front of them. Instead of immediately stopping everything and focusing on his condition, people nearby were still casually talking, joking, and playing to the camera like nothing dangerous was unfolding at all. One person in particular was even seen clowning around for attention while Clavicular looked visibly overwhelmed and disconnected from what was happening around him. That disconnect is exactly why so many people online reacted so strongly afterward. Viewers couldn't understand how the atmosphere stayed so relaxed when Clavicular reportedly appeared to be in obvious distress. The people around him were supposed to be friends and people who cared about him, yet many of them continued treating the moment like part of the entertainment, instead of recognizing how serious things had become. Rather than slowing everything down and helping him stabilize, some people reportedly kept encouraging reckless behavior even while he seemed physically and mentally exhausted. The clips became even harder for people to watch once it became clear that Clavicular could barely engage in normal conversation anymore. His reactions reportedly looked delayed, his focus seemed gone, and there were moments where he appeared unable to properly process what people were saying around him. Still, the stream environment stayed loud and chaotic instead of shifting into concern or caution. That's the part many viewers later described as genuinely disturbing, because it felt like the cameras and the content came first while his well-being came second. Eventually, though, the situation reportedly became impossible to ignore.
Thank you.
Take care. Oh my God, yeah, I'm having a great time right now. Oh my God, holy. Let me go sit somewhere. What's up, guys? Where's somewhere I can sit down for a sec? Oh yeah, upstairs? Oh my God. Oh.
Not long after those moments, the stream was finally shut down and attention shifted toward getting him immediate help. Videos later surfaced allegedly showing people rushing him out of the venue and trying to transport him to the hospital as quickly as possible. By that point, online reactions had already exploded, with viewers questioning why it took so long for anyone nearby to realize the severity of what was happening. As mentioned earlier, reports later claimed that Clavicular was stable and receiving medical treatment, but doctors still reportedly kept him under observation for at least 72 hours because of how serious the situation became. Thankfully, it sounds like things didn't end even worse, but a lot of people online believe this entire situation could have been prevented long before it ever reached that point. Many viewers walked away from the clips feeling like the whole situation exposed a much bigger issue surrounding reckless online environments and people pushing themselves too far, while everyone around them treats warning signs like a joke. That's why the backlash became so intense afterward, because people weren't only reacting to Clavicular's condition itself, they were reacting to how casually everyone nearby handled what looked like a genuine emergency unfolding right in front of them. After the clip started spreading online, the backlash came fast. A lot of viewers weren't just shocked that Clavicular reportedly ended up in the hospital, they were more disturbed by how long everything continued before somebody seriously stepped in. People online started pointing out all the warning signs they felt were obvious from the beginning, and many couldn't understand why the people around him kept treating the situation like entertainment instead of something serious. The whole incident also started a much bigger conversation about livestream culture and how far people are willing to go for attention, views, and viral moments. Many viewers said the environment around him looked reckless, especially because cameras reportedly kept rolling while he appeared visibly exhausted and disconnected. Others argued that once someone can barely communicate properly or stay focused, everything should immediately stop so they can get real help.
Holy B. Cheers.
How do you feel?
When did you last take blues? You want natty? You want natty? You want an natty?
What made the situation hit even harder for viewers was seeing how quickly things reportedly escalated from a chaotic stream into an actual medical emergency. Looking back at the clips afterward, a lot of people said the warning signs became impossible to ignore once they realized he later had to be hospitalized. At the same time, many people online said they hope Clavicular fully recovers and uses this situation as a wake-up call moving forward. Because at the end of the day, no viral moment, live stream, or internet attention is worth putting your health at serious risk over. Honestly, after watching everything that reportedly happened, it's hard not to walk away feeling uncomfortable about the entire situation. Regardless of how people feel about Clavicular personally, seeing somebody seemingly push themselves to dangerous limits for attention, live stream moments, or internet reactions is genuinely sad to watch unfold. A lot of viewers feel like this situation became a clear example of how non-stop pressure from streaming culture and viral content can slowly push people into reckless behavior just to keep audiences entertained and keep people talking online. The bigger issue is that this kind of lifestyle can easily spiral out of control when nobody around you is willing to seriously step in and say enough is enough. From what viewers saw in those clips, it looked like people were way more focused on keeping the energy going than recognizing that somebody might actually need real help. That's the part that left so many people frustrated afterward, because moments that should have been treated seriously were reportedly brushed off like jokes until things became impossible to ignore anymore. Even people who allegedly know Clavicular personally have reportedly spoken before about him needing to slow down and make major changes in his life. That's why this incident hit so hard for a lot of viewers online, because it felt less like a random accident and more like the result of someone constantly pushing themselves further and further without stopping to think about the consequences.
Holy.
What?
You.
Dude, I'm shocked.
Fame, clips, views, and attention can disappear fast, but serious health situations can leave permanent damage if things go too far. At the end of the day, no amount of online attention is worth risking your physical or mental well-being over. A lot of people online have been saying the same thing. There comes a point where chasing reactions and viral moments stops being entertaining and starts becoming genuinely dangerous. And what makes this situation even crazier is that Clavicular reportedly already had a huge audience and plenty of support behind him. It's not like he needed to constantly push boundaries just to get noticed online. That's why so many viewers are hoping this situation becomes a major wake-up call before something even worse happens later on. Still, everybody watching is going to have their own opinion about everything that happened. Some people blame the environment around him, others blame the pressure of streaming culture, and some feel personal responsibility should come first no matter what. There are a lot of different perspectives surrounding this situation, and honestly, that's why the conversation online has become so massive over the past few days. But now, I want to know what you think about everything that reportedly happened here. Do you think the people around him should have stepped in much earlier? Do you think livestream culture is starting to push things too far for attention? Or do you feel situations like this are completely preventable if better decisions are made from the start? Let everybody know your thoughts down in the comments, because this situation has people seriously divided right now. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like because it really helps out a lot. Also, subscribe and turn notifications on so you don't miss future uploads covering the biggest stories, wild controversies, and internet moments everybody's talking about right now. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.